Hey guys, it's Cassie here and welcome to this vlog. As you noticed, it's a bit different and this is for an assignment yet again that I'm doing. So it's 4 events that I have attended this semester and 5 things that I've learned at each. So 20 things that I've learned in total. So I'm just going to jump right on into it, keep it short and sweet. So the first thing is Nickelbrook. I'm going to start with this one because it is the most interesting to me because it is about beer. Yes, as a college kid, you gotta have your beer. So first thing I learned is beer is good. Yep. Beer is also a hard industry to be successful in because you gotta go to all the SBOs and there's so much competitors and it changes like every year, I guess. 2. You gotta be creative to stand out. So Nickelbrook Brewery, they were like, the logos they designed, they found that they weren't selling that much, so they decided to go for a more hipster look and get actual artists to draw their labels, and so their labels are hand-drawn, and it appealed more to the people that drink Nickelbrook beer, and gathered more business that way. And sexy sells, like they made all their cans sexy, so. 3, follow up and be consistent. So he had to go to several, like, you have to keep following up with your clients and you have to be consistent. Like, you could bug and bug and bug people for years before they even say that they want to sell your product or be interested in your product. So be ready to be consistent and bug the hell out of people. 4, be really good and on top of your social media. So social media is a big part in this world, and so you need to be on top of that to notify people about your products consistently. 5, hard work and dedication does pay off. So I've learned that you need to work hard in order to get the gold. So if you think that money comes easy nowadays, it doesn't, and yeah, you just need to be ready to work off. You work hard because you can't get through life just going like sliding by. You can't. It's, I don't know. Alright, so the next one is the Surge Supercross. Surge is an entrepreneurial group at my school which helps small businesses with first startup. So first thing I learned is that the city hall, probably in my town too, but I learned in Hamilton, the city hall has a lot of like options for startup programs for small businesses, and for these programs you gotta be ready to listen and you gotta be ready to network, and sometimes you gotta do stuff that you don't want to do in order to get through the program and get the grants that you want. 2, there is a place called Commotion where you can go and rent office space. So if you're just starting out as a business and you don't want to like buy all the office stuff and lease an office, then you can go rent for as little as $99 a month and you can have your own office and use your boardrooms, and just, it has a kitchen too, and it's just a chill place to work and a rooftop. It's just amazing, an amazing place to go and think and get motivated. 3, I learned this at the Innovation Factory. This goes against what one of my teachers say, but I heard an entrepreneur say this, so I'm just gonna go out and say it. Partnerships are a good thing, as long as they aren't with like your best friend that could potentially ruin a friendship. As long as you know that the partnership is strictly professional and that you draw up the right contracts so you don't screw each other over, then it's fine and it's less work. Rather, like, it's less work for you, right? Because you're not being solo. You get to divide the work, so that's good. 4, there's a place called The Hive, which is a great place to network. It's all where the small businesses gather. And 5, get a mentor to be successful. I cannot stress that enough. In order to be successful as a small business owner, you need to get a mentor so they can guide you to where you need to go. So the third one is Profusion. So 1, I bought a Lego light there, so that was great. However, I got a book on how to use what lighting when during a production, so that's always good to know if I never need to set a mood or a tone in my production or just light up an area for a scene. 2, a guy from Vice told me to drop out of college. Just kidding, kind of. I don't want to get him in trouble, but That's why I'm not naming names. But yeah, don't drop out of college. I'm not condoning that. He was just joking, I hope. But however, I did learn from the same guy that connections are great to have. You do need to make connections. You move up in this industry by connections and by how many people know you. Again, networking, key. Also, the third thing I learned is that Vice uses Canon's Mark V to go on shoots and pack as small as they can, so that because they're traveling around the world, so they don't want to carry a lot of gear with them. And they also use DSLRs because they're less invasive because of the issues they're dealing with on a daily basis. 4. There is a group that helps out with documentaries. I forget what they're called, but they're a specific group, and you can subscribe to them, and then they give you funding or advice, or you can go on forums to ask questions about your documentary that you're starting up. And they also have a festival concierge that helps you out with what festivals you should put your documentary into and how to get that application process started. And the 5th thing is you can use these expos to network as well. There was a guy there who was networking his short film to get funding for the rest of the audio part and everything else for this short film. So he was showing it off the trailer and getting funding and telling people about his short film. So you can also go to these expos if you have a short film that you want to advertise and get funding for. You can do this for networking. And the fourth place that I went to was actually today. It was to the Maryland Dentist show, live taping. And what I learned is that there's 93 people that work on the Maryland Dentist show to make it, 93 crew to make it happen. There are set designers and stuff, in between takes, they redo the sets, they wipe down the tables, all these TVAs do this. I learned how to make an alcoholic drink that's festive, and I got cups to go with it, so that's always cool. You always want to keep the audience engaged, and the floor director's job is to keep and the talent wrangler, of course, is to keep the audience engaged, to tell the audience when to clap, when to cheer, how long to clap, how long to cheer for, play games with the audience to keep them engaged, and also get them all wrangled up and organized so it's a smooth. And also I learned for that for Christmas, you want to use your credit cards only if you're able to pay it off, so that you can keep track of your spending for the Christmas holidays easier. So yeah, that's all that I learned, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Please subscribe in the corner, and thank you for watching, and I hope that you guys have also learned stuff about networking and entrepreneurship in this industry, and just about TV broadcasting in general. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. Peace.